Let's hear it for Keane, huh?
Absolutely flawless. You know, I heard something yesterday. We had a guest on the show, and I told him about what we were going to be doing today with Keane. And he said something that I thought was very complimentary, but very strange. He said, I want to not like Keane, but you can't not like them because they're so perfect. And I think he nailed it.
I'm not going to argue with that, you know. What's the point?
Well, congratulations on the new album. It's called Strangeland. Now, I solicited help from some of my best friends to ask questions. First of all, right off the bat, you guys look younger, handsomer, and thinner, and in better shape than ever before. I don't know how you defy age.
Yeah, this interview is going so well. We don't even have to say anything.
We were just in LA. We got a lot of surgery.
It worked well. How did you come up with the name Strangeland?
I think Tim came up with that. It's from a song, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it started off as a song called Strangeland, which is kind of about setting off on a journey and, you know, I guess chasing a dream and things, you know, that journey taking you strange places and not where you expected. And, you know, I think it just became, the idea of that as just a metaphor for life became the theme that kind of tied the whole album together.
Now, this one I have to read directly because it had some nice words. The lyrics are very poignant and inspirational, much like Try Again. A lot of imagery, sea fog, and Sovereign Light Cafe, and Neon Rain. Is that something that you realize looking back at it, wow, this painted a picture, or do you set out to paint a picture to begin with?
That's a good question. I don't really know. It just sort of, I guess it just comes out that way, you know. It's you take these inspirations from things that get stuck in your head. Sovereign Light Cafe is a real cafe in a little town near where we made the record, near where we grew up, and the sea fog is something that, you know, when you look out the windows of the studio where I live, you know, one minute it's a sunny day, the next minute the fog comes in off the sea and you can't see anything. It's so just little striking things. I guess when you're a songwriter, you make a little mental note of these things.
Yeah, I mean, we all grew up in the countryside, and we also all grew up very near the coast. So I think those things have definitely informed our music, and they kind of create a palette around which the songs are written.
I want to ask you about your journey. Tonight's your final show at this North American tour at the Fox Theatre in Oakland. Then you're going to be tomorrow at...
one person's going to be there. Wow, no.
Then a little brief stop tomorrow at Amoeba Records in San Francisco, and then it's back home. Your journey so far, are you pleased with it? Are you a little sorry to end this journey and head home, or how do you feel so far at the end of the tour?
It's been great. It's been an amazing American tour, as usual. I think we love coming to America, just the kind of romance of getting on a sort of chrome-plated American tour bus, starting on one... You may laugh, but we love it, honestly. It's very alien to us. And you start on one side of the country, and then you sort of travel all the way across. And there's something really exciting about that for us. So we always look forward to it. And our fans here are just so warm and so generous, you know, with their sort of enthusiasm and their love for what we do. So we couldn't really ask for a nicer place to come and tour.
But on the same token, you're anxious to get home?
Is this on the radio? Is this being broadcast?
It'll be broadcast next week on KFOG, yes, in its entirety.
Just want to see if the wives are listening.
Yeah, no, we'll have gone home, and then we'll have gone away from home by that point. So
we're in the clear.
Yeah. No, we're not looking forward to going home then.
Tom, you are right to point out that Bay Area has the best people. We would be wrong to think, though, that Jesse is the, quote, new member of the band. You've been around for a while, but introduce us to Jesse. Jesse, how did you hook up with Keane?
I was in the crew. I worked for them. I didn't have any jobs. I didn't have any work. My friend was
That was when you were in the crew?
Yeah.
He just milled around, you know. He was like, oh, can you let me join the band?
Their production manager said, oh, do you want to come and work for a couple of weeks? I was like, yeah, I need the money. Ended up sticking around for 6 years.
And this is not really a question, it's more of a story for you guys. It was probably 4 years ago, and I don't remember why, but you guys made headlines because you were doing something, either a performance or hanging out with U2. So Tom, I'd asked you, what's it like to be hanging out with Bono? And your response was, wow, when I'm standing next to him, I think, I could stab him with a knife right now. And you followed that up quickly by saying, not that I would.
Yeah. I kind of regret saying that.
I never forgot it.
Yeah.
It's weird, they haven't asked us back since, since that story came out.
Yeah, Bono's kept his distance.
Yeah,
And also,
security.
very briefly, real quick, could you tell us about this thing you did a few years ago called the Forest Tour?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, one of the great things about Britain is that, well, it used to be completely covered in beautiful forests, and slowly but surely it's being tarmacked over. But there are still these little pockets of beautiful old woodland that are left, that are looked after by the Forestry Commission, I believe they're called. And they put on this little tour that you go around from one forest to another. You play Sherwood Forest, where, you know, I don't know whether you guys know Robin Hood and all that stuff is based there. It's a real place. I don't know whether Robin Hood's real.
I think he's dead.
He's dead.
Yeah, they finally caught him.
Did you stab him?
He stole from me.
And gave it to Jesse.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I got for you. I know we'll get back to a couple more songs. I just want to say a huge thank you. You guys are incredibly gracious, and it's a big privilege to have you here at Expression.
Thanks for having us. Thanks, everyone.
And again, KFOG proud to present Keane tonight at the Fox. And thank you all for being here.
Thanks again, and don't forget, all next week, be listening for this broadcast of this fine show. Thank you guys very, very much, and thanks for coming out.
Thank you,
Cheers.
Keane.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you.